First, Shannon, why do you think he turned it down?
Well, here's the thing, Skip. If he was number 10, they would have never had a comment. So clearly he was their first choice. Whether he was their only choice, I'm sure they didn't go in and say, you know what, let's put all our eggs in one basket and hopefully Jay-Z takes this. But the mere fact that he turned it down and they saying, well, he wasn't our only choice, really? Because he was number 10, you would have not had a response to that. There could be a lot of things. You know, these guys that when they normally perform, these entertainers, they have complete control. They have complete creative control. And maybe the NFL didn't want to give him creative control.
You could be right.
They don't want a situation Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson, however many years that ago.
Which changed television.
Yes. Maybe we know this. Last week he had a concert and he gave a shout out to Colin Kaepernick. He dedicated the song OJ to Colin Kaepernick.
The story of OJ.
The story of, correct. And Jay-Z has become very, very socially conscious and activist. His mom came out over a year ago. And so he gave a touching performance on his album to her. Skip, there's a lot of things. I don't want to try to read too much into this. Maybe he was looking at it like, how can I ask people to do certain things and use their power in their communities to enact change? But here I am going to perform at the NFL when I see what you guys are doing to Colin Kaepernick. Maybe that's reading a bit much into it. But I think it would be disingenuous of him if he's asking people to use their power for good, if he turned around and did this when he knows what the NFL has gone to great lengths to make sure that Colin Kaepernick is not in the NFL this year.
I'm going to read into it, Shannon. I am. Because I believe exactly what the part you're talking about. That if there's a struggle or something going on, somebody has to sacrifice. And I'm not saying it's going to change his life if he takes the NFL check and does the Super Bowl, but it's a big event. It's high profile. And he's saying, I would rather not.
And by the way, the NFL is saying that the Gaga stage last year was the most watched musical event in history.
Yes.
In world history.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's a sacrifice for him, but that's how you get things changed.
Right.
People have to be willing to sacrifice. So I applaud him from this standpoint. And I'll give you the exact, the other side that we saw very closely. When James Dolan had Charles Oakley thrown out of Madison Square Garden, right? Yeah. Then the next time the Knicks were on national television, what did he do? He wrote 2 Uncle Tom checks, and then there we are. Latrell Sprewell, Larry Johnson, yucking it up, sitting right next to him on national television.
Have them sit next to Dolan.
Okay?
Like,
so
I don't
say,
dislike blacks.
exactly.
We're good friends.
and I'm going to tell you, exactly. And to me, I think the NFL, they're smart people. They know they have a little image thing going on. And would it be great to have Jay-Z on for the Super Bowl rather than, I don't know, some country act or something else where people would say, what? You know? And Jay-Z doing this, I applaud him. And I think that it is about Colin Kaepernick. And I'm happy to see people make those moves. Sometimes life is not just about a check. And unfortunately, most people get bought by that. And in this case, I think that Jay-Z made a conscious decision that I can't ask other people to do stuff, and then I'm not willing to do it.
You want to comment?
Yeah, but the thing is, the NFL pays for the stage and the entertainers, but they don't receive a check. It's not like they're going to do a normal concert. It's like they get visibility. But Jay-Z's like, I'm worth $800 million. Everybody knows who I am, so I don't need any more. 100 million people know who Jay-Z is. So them watching, he's not going to get the same bang as, say, some, I guess, lesser-known entertainer.
Yeah, okay. So just for the record, I spoke to one of the many rappers that we have here on Undisputed who said that he had heard, just for what it's worth, that the NFL wanted Jay-Z and Beyonce to perform together at a cut rate price because they want you to play for free because it's such a huge stage. And that it had something, if not everything, to do with the bottom line, which is always the bottom line. It's money.
Yep.
But to me, I can see the other way around from what you're saying. You're saying he made a statement by saying no.
Right.
I can also make a strong case. He would have made a stronger statement by saying yes and just do it for free, but just like the story of OJ. Have you watched the video with
Yes.
that? Oh, wow. You don't think that's now? Would the NFL allow that?
No.
See, Skip,
Because
that's what I was
you
going
want
to
a
say.
statement. You want to use their stage to make that statement, or even to
Come out with Colin Kaepernick jersey on.
that's what I'm saying. At least that.
Oh, and then all of a sudden the lights and the mic gets cut. You want to
Okay,
see the Super Bowl show cut?
But then 2 years ago, Beyonce came out in what looked like anti-police dress,
Formation.
right? And a lot of the police departments said we're going to boycott her concerts because she was anti-police, whatever. But she did make a statement,
Yes.
and for them to see if this is true, they wanted Jay-Z and Beyonce both. Well,
They can't afford them.
Well, again, well, they can't,
Yeah.
but they would say you can't afford us. Like they're saying our stage is bigger than the two of you combined. Then there was the report that they wanted Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake. I don't know, but it's usually a couple. Like the Gaga thing was unusual,
Right.
and Adele had turned that down for reasons I don't know.
Because Adele looks
Yeah.
like Adele is more of an intimate
Yeah.
entertainer.
Yeah.
She doesn't have pyrotechnics. She doesn't have dancers like
That's
Gaga was spinning around up there. That's why Beyonce.
She just sings. Yeah,
that-
that's true.
That's
Yeah.
why Beyonce is so perfect because Beyonce has the
She's an
voice,
entertainer.
but then she has the entertainment side of it where she has the dancers and she's in her formation. Because I've seen her in concert. She's unbelievable. And the thing is, I mean, but how many times you gonna have? She did in 2012 in New Orleans. She did. How many times you gonna have Beyonce? They
I
got
don't
to be
know.
somebody else. Bruno Mars was unbelievable also. Katy Perry. I mean, but at some point in time, Skip, you're going to have to branch out. You're going to have to give somebody else an opportunity. And I know each network wants to have the biggest entertainer. Well, Rolling Stones. Well, can I get you too? Well, can I get the Eagles? Can I get, everybody just is always trying to one up the year before. But
What do you think?
Jay-Z and Beyonce, that's a bit
I
much.
mean, I think that there's a little bit of a separation between the culture and the NFL right
Yeah.
now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.